Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Crowd is amazing. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. This is episode number 208. As always, I'm Robert Villa, and with me, my homies, David Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, and Rudy Lara. How's it going, fellas? We are back.
Bro, your internet connections, you guys got any more pixels, man? You and David are like fucking glitching out of the matrix.
I mean, my internet's perfect.
No, Dave's streaming live from the dungeon on a 10-hour delay. Roberto looks like he's filming off an old Nokia phone.
Whatever.
It does, bro. It looks horrible. Like me and Mark look awesome right now, right, Mark?
That's right. Of course we do.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
It's weird. Now I can hear.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's just me and you, Mark.
It's Rudy and Mark. All right.
It's a Rudy and Mark show. The angry Canadian and the retarded Mexican.
Wow. It's not very PC, so what are we supposed to say? PC word for it.
Come on, Roberto. Come on down. Where are you?
No, we got David back. David's a bit more clear now.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
You look amazing. Oh,
there we go.
I blame Mark for the shitty Wi-Fi. Whoever
I got my Wi-Fi fixed. What the fuck you talking about?
they might be working in the area, I guess.
I guess.
They actually
Roberto,
are
you're back.
in my area, but that's got nothing to do with this. It won't play me, eh?
It's the Canadian internet. That's what's going on.
I just got it fixed.
Hey, Mark.
Does God know you're gay?
Fuck you.
All right, guys.
I was young in the morning. Fuck you.
Yeah, before we get started, let's do our quick shout outs to HKA USA. Go to hkusa.com. They support a lot of fighters as they support us. Also, shout outs to our streaming partners, Triller TV, Flow Combat, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. Go check them out. And shout out to all our promotion partners that we work with very, very closely. One Championship, XFN, Fight World MMA, and of course, Brave Combat Federation and Combate Global, and a lot more.
Let's not forget our buddies at Fight Circus, man.
Yeah, our buddies at Fight Circus for sure, man. Those guys are killing it. And if you want to get some supplements, go to foxhoundfuel.com. Click our QR code so you can get a good, healthy discount, 20% off on every single purchase. Use our discount code FBMMA in all caps. Also, to our boy, John Tyler, go to his website, click the QR code, buy yourself some awesome, comfortable underwear. I'm telling you, man, if you don't own a pair, you better go get some. Also, Rudy, we have another affiliate that we work really close with.
We have Shell Shock CBD. They have the best edibles in town, ladies and gentlemen. They have
special?
They currently have a bundle, a 4-pack. You can try a variety of different types of CBD and THC edibles delivered straight to your door. And if you use a code FBMMA, you get an extra 10% off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
And if you want to show your support also to us, buy us a cup of coffee and help us keep this stream alive, hit the donate button, hit the QR code to get some merchandise. Go. And if you don't see it at our merch store, hit me up or hit the other fellas up and let them know what you want.
It's not how it goes. If we don't want it, if we don't got it, you don't want it, right?
Hell yeah! All right, guys, let's do the quick. Yes, David.
Also, you drinker, you got to be drinking the Prime UFC 300 edition, our latest sponsor.
Oh,
if you don't have it, if you don't have one of these and you're not drinking one every day up until fight night, UFC 300, sorry to tell you folks.
Sure, I'll find them in Canada somewhere. I don't know though.
I'll have to go and look for one now.
I got several bottles of these. I'm going to send each one of you one, and I want to have a little contest, dude, and give some of these away. So, folks, we're going to have a contest. Let us think of a contest, a good contest, and next week we'll come back and announce that contest, and you can win one of these. If you can't find them, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, and you have to pretty much what you can do is present or show the bottle with fights in the background, preferably UFC 300, because that's proof that you're watching UFC 300, and it's part of the checklist of being a real fight fan.
Oh my God, this tastes horrible.
This is a true review.
Holy shit.
We say what we say and we mean what we say.
Bro,
so if Rudy says that it's horrible,
it tastes horrible. I mean, it doesn't help that it's like room temperature, but it tastes like somebody poured lemonade and gasoline with orange juice together. And it's not good at all. It tastes
breaking news.
It smells kind of
on the show.
I think they're kind of going for like a squirt.
Guys,
kind of like
check out the chat. Justin Christie just hit us up, and Oklahoma Combat Championship would love to work with us.
Hell yeah!
Oh, nice.
Yes. All right.
Oh yeah.
Justin, I will hit you up after the show. We'll set up a time to talk.
We'll send you a bottle.
We'll send you a bottle of Prime.
Just don't drink it. No, actually, you have to drink it. If you're a real fight fan, you got to drink this.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Oh,
for sure.
Which I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like watered down squirt mixed with. Yeah. It tastes like watered down squirt mixed with like cherry limeade.
No.
Yeah, that sounds gross, right?
No. It's like room temperature too, so that's even worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's do the quick rundown of the upcoming events in the MMA, kickboxing, grappling, Muay Thai edition. We have April 4th, PFL 1, the 2024 regular season. Also, our friends, tomorrow, One Friday Fights 58. That is actually going to be on pay-per-view. So it won't be streaming. Yeah, it won't be streaming live at the website. But if you're a real fight fan, you will go and purchase that pay-per-view. It's a banger card too. And then also that same night, we have One Fight Night 21 live on Prime Video. So these guys are going to be banging out events back to back. And the same night. Also, we have LFA 181. And then coming on Saturday, we have Cage Warriors 170, KSW 93, and of course, UFC on ESPN Plus 98. Also in the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category, on April 6th, we are going to mention this promotion because of our guest for tonight, BKFC 60.
Is that the only reason?
Yes, it's the only reason.
Bastards. I love everything, man.
And live in Las Vegas on the Zone, we have Richardson Hitchens versus Gustavo Daniel Lemos.
Damn, bro. That was hardcore.
Yeah, that was hardcore.
That's a good one. Very good.
They're going to be fighting in a 12-rounder in the junior welterweight division. In that same night, we have a title fight: Sky Nicholson versus Sarah Mahfoud, 10-rounder for the vacant WBC women's featherweight title. That's it for all the events that are happening this weekend. And David, what do we always say about these events, man?
If you're not watching every single second of every round of every fight, of every event that Rob just mentioned, and going to fightbookmma.com for all your results.
Well,
Not a
and
real
no,
fight
and got to make sure you're drinking Prime Energy drink and doing the fucking Friday challenge every Friday, every day of the fight week. If there's a fight on Saturday, you got to do it. You got to drink one. Sunday, you got to do it.
Hell yeah.
All
Well, let's
the
do
weekend.
what else is on the checklist though? Like you got to be on Twitter defending like McGregor's legacy on there daily.
Oh,
That's a fucking top of
Daily.
the list. You
Dude,
have to
that's
be doing
like
that.
number one. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to be wearing the.
You got to
No, you got to be wearing the Rock shoes.
Some gay shit too.
I'm not wearing the Rock's shoes.
Yeah, you
got to have one of those. No, you actually do have to have one of those Venom Championship jackets too. Those like $175 jackets.
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
have one of those.
I got one.
Yep.
I even got my wife one, so she's a real fight fan by default.
So yeah, there's more to it though, but like those are like top criteria in order to be a real fight fan. But like Rudy said, the fucking Friday challenge, do not forget, because sometimes there isn't a UFC event on a Saturday, but the fucking Friday challenges are always there. You know why it's committed to that, so you got to challenge. Not a real fight fan if you don't.
You have to.
You have to, dude.
Yep.
And a quick shout out to Fight World MMA. They had an awesome event last Saturday. Me and my wife were actually there as media. My wife was taking banger shots, man. She took some awesome pictures. You can find those at the website and or on my wall on Facebook. And shout out real quick to Fightbook MMA sponsored fighter Ozzy the Beast Boy Chavez. He won his fight. It was an amazing fight. So shout out to him. Hopefully we can get him here on the show here pretty soon. And yeah, there was a lot of friends of Fightbook MMA on that card. So I already got one of the females that won, Veronica Cesares. She's going to be jumping on our show here in the next 3 weeks because we already have 2 guests booked in the next 2 weeks. So yes. Our guest for tonight is bare knuckle fighter Drew Nolan. He should be jumping on here pretty soon.
He's a returning guest.
Yeah, he is a returning guest. We did talk to him the first time about his fight, and he's going to talk to us on why he didn't fight, what's happening, and what's next in store for him. So, and the drama that's going on right now and on his Facebook. If you haven't been seeing his thread, yeah, you gotta read it.
Yeah, before we get him on though, if you guys want to touch on it, I know UFC Atlantic City took place last weekend. Rob, you're a busy man. There's a lot of action going on in Albuquerque, but I want to get you guys quick take on the event in its entirety. It was kind of, well, we all know about
it wasn't a bad event, David. It wasn't that bad.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just thought there was a couple of fights that were just, it was weird, man. Like, just weird.
Some didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. They surprised me, a few of the fights, but...
Oh, yeah. Chris Weidman. That was the most surprising one was Chris Weidman.
Right?
The way he did the double poke, it looked like he was trying out for a Three Stooges part. Three Stooges role.
He's trying to be Mo.
I was expecting to go smack him a couple times. Yeah, certainly. That I hear that's what he said at his post-fight interview. Like, did you really think you were going to win, Chris? Certainly. Certainly. He's curly now.
Yeah.
He morphed into curly.
Well, Mark's saying that the card wasn't that bad. I mean, looking on paper at the card this weekend, like UFC Atlantic City is like UFC 300 compared to the card that's this Saturday, right? Like,
I don't know, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this card. The week before that, that one was kind of shitty. But
Yeah,
this
that
one
was
was
one.
good, bro. I mean, Nate
It was
Landwehr,
better than last week, bro.
our boy Kyle Nelson won his fight against Bill
Yeah,
Alpo. He was a big
let's
underdog.
go.
Once again, dude, showing
Julio.
people that he's coming here to take what you got. I'm gonna bet Kyle Nelson every time he fights, dude.
Exactly.
And I called it
every single time.
I said that he was gonna win this fight, and he won this fight. Nate Landwehr, another dog, went in there against Jamal Emmers. I mean, there was a lot of great fights. Julio Odyssey came in several pounds heavy. I thought he was going to lose against Herbert Burns because Herbert came in looking ripped, but he got smoked. Dennis Bazooka, all of Ray Longo's boys, they all won, bro. It was a great night.
Yeah.
It was a great. Colin Loughran, dude, that guy looked amazing, bro. And he called out Julio Rosas in the post fight, and he was like, I feel kind of like a dick because I feel like I'm picking on a little kid.
Breaking UFC fighter Julio Ars, he won his last fight. He agreed to jump on our show, so I will be booking that here in the next probably in a month or so because
that was one of my perfect picks that night. By the way, that was a perfect pick for me.
Yeah, so Julio,
but do not
shout out to him.
Hey, yeah, do not forget though. Kyle Nelson called out Nate Landwehr, so if the MMA gods bless us with that matchup, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that.
I enjoyed as well.
Yeah, and I think one guy that's I kind of been high on the guy since I first seen him come on the scene, and it was sort of controversial when he defeated Cedric Dumas, but Nurulstan Ruzabayev, that guy is my dark horse. He will be the champion. I'm saying it right now. And I don't know how long it's going to take. It could be 3 fights. I mean, at 185, he's pretty much like a damn Shavkat. Aren't they from the same country or so? But the guy is an absolute killer, man. And anybody he's he's got 34 fight or what is it? 30. He's 34-8. The guy's got tons of experience, seen plenty of looks all around the world. That guy will be the fucking middleweight champion of the world.
He's actually from Uzbekistan. I think Kamzat is from the place Borat's from. What's that place called? Kazakhstan. That's right.
Kazakh.
Very nice.
They're the
Same
world's
shit.
biggest export of potassium.
The same shit, same area. That's Genghis Khan territory, right? So,
but I'm just glad that we don't have to see freaking Anton Turkalj anymore. I hated his nickname. I don't even want to say it because I just don't like him, bro. But he's out. He's getting pink slipped.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think a snoozer fight of the night, definitely sandwich. I was not expecting it, but Chidi and Jokwani and Reese McKee. I thought somebody was going to get finished there, but
I thought Jander Robo Godinez was a second sandwich. That was another sandwich for me.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
What else? I mean, I think those are the only two that were kind of bad taste in my mouth. Other than that, they were pretty good, man. Yeah, maybe the main event. I mean, for a main event.
Yeah, that was kind of a lackluster main event, bro.
But biggest win of his career, Joaquin Buckley taking care of business against Luque. Solid win, big. Yeah.
We got our MVP.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, Buckley at 170s.
Boys and girls, here is our guest.
Go.
There you go.
There he is. What's up, Drew? How's it going, brother? And he's gone.
And he's gone.
I know this happened last time. I don't know if his internet's going off or on, but that event was still pretty good, man, considering how the last one prior to that was kind of like whatever.
Right.
There's Drew.
6.
Yeah, it was a 6.
What's up, dude?
I'm gonna give it a 6.
6.5.
I like this event. I'm giving it a 7. It was
7.
Good. It was entertaining.
Right on.
Well, it was it's basically this card this weekend, this Saturday, this Atlantic City card looking like UFC 300 compared to this weekend's card, right? Like we'll get to that later. I mean, geez.
Yeah, this card, and then it's an early event too, so
yeah, it is.
It's gonna start super early.
Yeah.
But the ticket revenue, it's showing that the live gate for the Atlantic City was 2,180,601. TV ratings 12,198. No fights dropped out. A lot of the fights were rebooked. You know what I mean? So 13 fights is 13 fights, and I mean, yeah, they haven't been to Atlantic City in a while, and just the whole Weidman situation was weird. Just to end it, I don't know. It was no more than a 6, right, Rudy? Like, hopefully, you're not going to give it an 8.
No, I give the
give it a 7.
Event a 7, man. I thought it was good, just for those fights that I called out. But I didn't like the Chris Weidman fight, and I didn't like the Aaron Blanchfield fight.
Do you guys think what's the next matchup for Chris Weidman though? Because of course, like he was planning on retiring. Say he did lose in any type of fashion. I heard that from Coach Longo himself. But who's an opponent that you'd like to see Chris Weidman fight? Like I would think like if Luke Rockhold is still lingering around, like I always wanted to see that matchup ran back again. But isn't Luke Rockhold competing like in a karate combat or something like that, right? Against Joe Schilling this weekend? That's right. And then isn't the Fury grappling event as well going on with Jimmy Flick and Neil Magny and a couple of guys on that as well too. So Rob, you didn't mention that.
Guys having a hard
not a real fight fan.
I forgot about it. There's just so many fights, man. So many fights to remember.
But if you're not watching them live every single second, every round, you know what it is.
Yep. You gotta have. You're not a real fight fan. You gotta have it all in split screens on your big TV screen, your computer. You gotta have them all on the
tablets, your phones.
And if you have a job,
the volume all the way, and the volume all the way up on every single event.
I don't know about that.
And but if your job conflicts with watching fights, and you just quit your job, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
you just quit your job.
Just
you
leave.
Tell them,
walk out.
It's either you let me do this while I work, or you find someone else.
Yeah,
and just present that at the get-go. During your interview, let them know, hey, is there anything we need to know about? Actually, there is. I'm a huge fight fan, and I like to watch fights. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. I'm going to watch them, regardless of what your policy is.
Yeah, and I'm going to use your internet, your Wi-Fi,
your internet. I mean, regardless of what your policy is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm being honest with you. I'm being upfront with you. You can respect that, right? You got the job.
I'll take an extra long shit and watch.
You know what? If a person would do that during an interview, I'd be like, "Fuck it, bro. You got the job, man. You got the fucking job."
I like the cut of your jibs.
Yeah.
Be like on Fridays. Be like, hey, I specifically want. Be like every Friday at 9 a.m. to noon, I have to be able to do the fucking Friday challenge and be able to get all the ingredients to make whatever Dana White is making.
Right.
And Friday challenge.
And watch one Friday fights.
And the UFC weigh-ins right after the one Friday
fight. And the UFC weigh-ins. Yes. It's a must.
Our boy can't connect, bro.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
I have a minor come afterwards. After I click the next
you need to find a new connection.
Well, in the meantime, if you have to message him, Rob, or see if he can reconnect, we're going to move on with the show. Rudy, I think it's time for some Outside the Cage news, man. It's that time.
It is.
Yes, let's do it.
Outside the Cage news.
It's definitely that time. We were out a week, and man, there's still drama in the world of MMA. And starting with the drama starter himself, we've mentioned Joaquin Buckley. I know you guys heard. He just will not admit that the guy is constantly triggering fighters. He has them on just for clout, just to like. Rudy, you're an Ariel fan, aren't you? Right? Because I mean, if you're a real fight fan, you got to be an Ariel fan, right?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an Ariel fan. I listen to the show, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. He's okay. I think we.
No, but remember, like the period of time where like everybody wanted to be the next Ariel Helwani, and then he got banned. Dana White made him cry on his show. And do you guys catch that?
I've always looked at it. He's always been like Drake's gay little brother to me.
Did he? Well, the thing about it with Joaquin Buckley, like he did it with Jamal Hill. Like he was trying to talk about like Dana White slapping his wife, but with Joaquin Buckley, he was pretty much saying Joaquin Buckley has CTE. You guys heard the interview, right, or the clips of it? And people are like coming down. Yeah, people are coming down hard on Ariel, and like
people are like overanalyzing it, dude, like big time. Oh, you could tell by the way Joaquin was showing his elbow that he really didn't have an answer and a response. I think I was watching MMA Guru talking about that shit. I'm like, dude, oh my god, people listen to this.
Oh yeah, the Guru. Yeah, the Guru goes off on that shit too. Yeah, he had like clips of like dating back for like 6-7 years on that shit. You're right, Rudy.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, bro. You people play way too much into these conspiracy theories.
We did.
Yeah, those are the fight fans of modern times of 2024. You know, the McGregor defending his legacy people. Those are them. You know.
No comment.
Hey, and speaking of McGregor, if you didn't download or have a copy of Roadhouse, the remake, you're not a real fight fan.
Yeah, you know what? We need to do a watch party of the fucking Roadhouse. I had no idea Post Malone was in the movie because it's like I think he's only in it for like the first couple minutes or so. Sorry, spoiler alert.
He's in the intro as the fighter, and he bitches
but I
out
can't
when
believe.
he sees Jake.
Yeah. I gotta admit that I haven't seen it yet because I'm waiting for my signed copy to come from Conor McGregor.
Bubba Boy, Jake Gyllenhaal is such a badass, but you know.
You know what? I went into this movie with low expectation.
Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes, folks.
I left after watching this movie very happy. It was good. It was really, really good.
It was better than
I was like, fuck it, man. I'm not gonna watch this movie. Hell no. And sure enough, man,
gay.
I'm not, but damn, this movie was pretty good.
Why couldn't they name the bar? Wasn't like the original name or anything. It was just the Roadhouse. Like they failed at that.
I heard
it's
that
not the Double Deuce.
I heard that the mayor. Can you hear me, dude?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it sounds like I'm in delay. I heard that the mayor of that city was upset at the movie because it portrayed his town in a bad light. I'm like, bro, it's
God. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's a movie. Yeah. It's fictional.
Fictional characters.
Well, then the South might be a little bit upset about how they're portrayed in movies.
Wow, what are you trying to say?
But when you portray Canadians, that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
No, it's not always.
It's always the truth.
Nah.
No, it's not. Not always.
Good or bad, the Canadians are always wrong.
Ooh, yeah, but they at least could have. Well, you know what? They could at least name the bar the Double Deuce, but they failed at that and just called the Roadhouse just to let everybody know. Fucking terrible. Yeah. Terrible. Like Emmett Glenn said.
I enjoyed it.
What did
Yo, we got our guest back.
There we go.
I don't know. Drew.
You hear us, Drew?
I'm back.
You smile, Drew. You're frozen in time, Drew.
Blink if somebody has you.
Oh. Well,
no, like
I don't know if Drew's going to be able to jump on.
Right. Blink if you're in trouble. Blink if you're in trouble. It seems like as soon as this connection connects, it like freezes or something.
It freezes, yeah.
But overall, the Roadhouse, though, in the words of Emmett Glenn, Patrick Swayze's rolling in his grave.
Yeah. It's still better than the second Roadhouse movie, though. That's all I got to say. It's still better than the second one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man.
It is.
Wow.
You know which Roadhouse I do like? Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. Texas Roadhouse. Let's go.
How about that cinnamon honey butter? Yeah, cinnamon honey butter. It's good. It's good, man. Got our boy on. Hopefully he's got a better connection. Can you connect this?
Well, from one goat
All right.
to another. Did you guys see the payouts for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson projected?
Bro.
How much?
Yeah,
Jake is
20
going to
mil.
get 20 mil.
Hmm.
20
right.
and Tyson what? 50?
All right. Yo, what's up, dude?
No,
I thought Jake was getting 30 and Tyson was getting 20.
no. Tyson's getting 20. Jake's getting 45 or something like
30.
that. 50.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw something totally different on that.
Yeah, I saw Tyson getting 20, Jake getting 30, so that's what I seen.
No, I saw that
Well-
Jake was getting 20 and Tyson was getting 50.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Either
What
way,
is,
Tyson's getting a nice payday regardless,
So
right?
what is
Tyson's-
it? What is it?
Mike Tyson's purse for this fight is $10 million.
Oh, okay.
And Jake Paul's 30. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, it's Jake Paul's is 20. I think they're expected to generate a revenue of $33.7 billion. I don't know about that, man.
No,
Maybe.
hell no. No.
Dude, if Ngannou couldn't even make more than $3,000.
Whoa. Let's back that up. You gotta remember that shit was done like in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? And it was done like at a weird time. But still,
Dude, it started at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. It didn't end till like
I
6
didn't
in
until, like,
the evening,
7.
bro.
Yeah, so I can get it, but I get it.
Yeah, but think about this though. What is the likelihood of this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight to be canceled, and then somebody just steps up to fight Jake because somebody's going to fight Jake Paul? The Mike Tyson part, like, what is it? Colby Covington. There's been a lot of fighters out there that are pretty vocal saying it's kind of dangerous. Like, Mike's fucking 65 years old, right? Or how old is he? And I mean, we're in those times, though, fellas. We talked about it, Twilight Zone, and we know Jake Paul's on every fucking steroid there is on the face of the earth at this point. So, bet against Jake Paul. See if you try that shit out.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it either way. I really don't care.
Yep.
I like circus acts.
Well, what they should do though is bring in. I mean, Jake Paul's on every steroid on the planet Earth. Bring in a TRT Vitor. Where's he at?
I want to know who's on the
Oh,
undercard.
dude.
Who's going to be the co-main? They got to hype this up even better, not just that.
Well, you know it's going to be
KSI
Serrano.
just watch versus KSI.
You know, Amanda Serrano is always going to be the co-main event of every single Jake Paul card.
Yep.
So
DEI, bro.
let's see who she fights next.
Her fight got canceled too last minute. Yep.
You know what would really sell tickets to this event is if they had like the first trans boxer go in there and or trans championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine, think about that. I would pay to see that.
24.
I'd be like the ultimate like Fallon Fox versus shit. Who's famous?
Gabby Garcia.
There you go, Gabby Garcia.
Gabby Garcia.
Who wouldn't pay to see that shit? Or Cyborg. Well, she's not trans.
Cyborg would fuck up Fallon Fox though.
Yeah, we'll get to Cyborg in a second. Yeah, Cyborg is actually returning to boxing. But no, where's
Are you telling me you wouldn't see that? You wouldn't pay to see that?
I'd pay to see it.
I would pay to see TRT Vitor against TRT Jake Paul any day, right there.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch.
There's a clip of Jake Paul punching a little kid in the stomach, trying to say that he's got a strong punch. I mean, come on, bro. This kid is like 3 times half your size, and you're over here saying that you got a strong punch. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Not against somebody like Tyson, because lately, bro, his training videos have been pretty epic.
But
Tyson's still Tyson. I don't care how old he is.
He will lose this fight. I'm telling you guys and everybody listening, Mike Tyson will not win this fight. Not at all. Not a chance. No chance in hell.
It's in
Vince McMahon.
It's in the script.
Yeah. But we don't know if the fight's going to happen or not.
So. You know that script is going to leak, and we'll post it on the Fightbook MMA.
Yeah, otherwise they have to have the backup plan with the TRT Vitor or whoever the fuck. Fucking speaking of returning, maybe isn't he fighting somebody else that's from the UFC? Like in 2 weeks or something.
Nope.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah, he's fighting Thiago Alves. Yeah, BKFC, Thiago Alves, Mike Perry. So
Yep.
yeah, like we won't know what's happening until it's happening. That's the way the BKFC operates. But
Really?
speaking of returning, the great George St. Pierre updates the fans about his health, potentially coming back. We know he was supposed to face Nick Diaz. We all want to see that kind of go. I mean, hopefully they do it. But George St. Pierre coming back in boxing, you guys think, or karate combat,
My microphone.
any type of involvement.
If GSP comes back, let's have him back in kickboxing, or I mean, in karate combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd rather see him in karate combat.
Didn't any of you dickheads tell me that my microphone sounded like shit?
Because I couldn't tell.
Good.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh shit, that hurt.
Did it?
Oh fuck, that hurt. Oh god.
Price is wrong, bitch.
But we're on the trend of talking about goats, so moving on. I mentioned Chris Cyborg, her reaction to Ronda Rousey touting herself as the greatest fighter who ever lived.
Dude, that interview was kind of cringe.
No. Fuck no, dude.
Did you see that interview?
No, and I don't want to see it.
Oh, it was kind of cringe.
She is not the greatest MMA fighter that has ever lived.
No, she is not. No,
she can take all of her hype that she's hyping and throw it out back and bury it because
everybody knows that the greatest MMA fighter of all time is James Toney. You remember that shit?
Oh my god, it's working.
He tapped like this. He was on his back and he tapped like this.
Batista.
Batista. Did he? No, he did fight
MMA.
He
fought. Yeah.
I remember that.
At CES MMA, he fought and won.
Yeah.
Yeah, he. I've seen a recent picture.
Can Drew hear us?
Drew, can you hear us?
We can hear you. Sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
I can hear you.
Good, but we can't see you. But we can hear you. That's okay.
You can hear me.
All right. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Right on, guys. Well, we have our guest,
oh my god,
fighter, Drew Nolan. Welcome to the show, brother.
Well, thank you for having me. Jeez. It took a quite whoa. Do you see me?
Oh, we can see you, brother. There we go.
A little bit. All right. Just had to have my wife help me out because I'm a little handicapped when it comes to this. You guys, from the last time I can't get on. Took me another hour. And I apologize.
That's all right.
That's okay, brother. That is okay.
That's all right. That's okay, brother.
Drew, you came on? Okay, there's a feedback.
Okay.
Hi, Mark. Nope.
Unless it's Drew.
That's all right.
It's got to be Drew. Always Drew causing problems.
All right. Let's see. You don't have another stream going on in the background?
It's probably his phones. He just maybe needs some headphones.
Yeah. Well, he froze up on us, so.
Oh, and he's gone.
He's gone. Oh, man. Right. Again. Perfect. Well, we can freeze frame him like that.
You lose.
Man.
All right. What else is on the topic there of Ronda Rousey trying to say that she is the best fighter of all time? I don't think so.
Well, speaking of awkward interviews, did you guys see what's that lady's name? Sage something. I don't remember her last name, but she was interviewing Dana White and she thought it was Joe Rogan. She called him Joe Rogan not only once, but she did it twice.
Twice, dude.
And he's like, do you think I'm Joe Rogan? And she's like, oh my god,
that's why.
Yeah, they're just bald, but come on, bro. How do you not know that you're interviewing Dana White?
And
You're a
it's your
professional?
fucking show.
You're a
It's your show.
professional.
Your
You're
show.
a
You know what?
professional
If Dana
liar.
White jumps onto a podcast like that, then that's embarrassing.
Hell yeah, that's
He needs to
amateur
get on.
hour.
He needs to jump on a show like ours.
Yeah.
There you
Wow.
go.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's total like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like how did that even happen? But Jesus. Like, yeah.
That was funny shit.
But no.
Yeah, it was.
But I do want to revert back to tying into Chris Weidman and like the eye poke situation. Sam Alvey has an amazing video on eye pokes on his channel. I recommend everybody to go. If you don't know who Sam Alvey is, first of all, you're not a real fight fan,
You're
but
living
go to
under
his
a
YouTube
fucking
channel.
rock.
His latest video is talking about eye pokes, and Sam's got, it's. I mean, we know that like in the past, like what was that glove that they use, like the Bellator glove, where it slightly curved your hand, and
Yep.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how they didn't really like go forward with like utilizing that type of glove, because seeing what Chris Weidman did, and like I don't know, it's been a trend lately of like just some serious eye pokes, like some of the worst. You know what I mean? We've seen Chris Weidman's eye, Bruno Silva, unfortunately, like. What do you call it? Like even, I mean, he lost the fight. Like Chris Weidman, in the moment of the fight, went down, finished the fight off, but ended up being a unanimous decision. It's kind of weird. We probably won't ever see that happen again. But what do you guys think about like the eye poke situation? Like what's going to be something that could be a change? Like the UFC's got unlimited money. They could implement changes with gloves. The referee was kind of shit though too. That's worth mentioning. Copeland or whatever his name is, Mini Brock Lesnar, right? So.
Oh, Willow. He looks like Willow, and Peterson looks like that kid from the Phantom Menace.
Bobby Hill.
Yeah.
Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Bobby Hill.
And then as far as like BKFC, like we almost never really see eye pokes happen. Like maybe a few here and there sprinkled in, but it's kind of crazy that in that type of sport where it's bare knuckle compared to UFC. I mean, UFC, it seems like it's a trend of, UFC Atlantic City was a stadium show or a arena show, but it's a notorious trend for like these Apex shows, right? Like it always seems to happen at the fucking Apex, So this weekend's card, we're back at the Apex. And worth noting too about the Apex. Did you guys hear about the new rules about fighters' family? They give them 4 tickets for their family members to come watch them fight, but they can only watch that fight, and then they're immediately escorted out. So they're just like, "Fuck you!" Like you got to pay. Like, yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that's true. I don't know how true that is. That sounds
That's
a little.
It's one.
That sounds very unreasonable.
That is some bullshit.
No, it's 100% true. No, it's absolutely 100% true because who was the fighter that what happened? It was some kind of controversial stoppage. And they just like straight up escorted him out of the Apex, and he didn't even have like shoes or socks.
Johnny Walker.
You guys remember that?
That was Johnny Walker.
It was a Johnny Walker. Jesus.
Yeah,
See, so
that was a Johnny
they're
Walker.
doing that to if they're doing it to their own fighters, like pretty sure, like I said, they allow the fighter 4 tickets for family and friends to come watch them, and then they're like,
"Peace." They're doing it to the family.
They're like, "Peace out, no, means you out of here." Yeah.
Yeah, we can't help that your boy lost in the first 5 seconds of the fight. You're gonna have to go, Miss Askren.
Here, gotta go.
Gotta go.
You're gonna have to go, Miss Askren.
You're gonna have to go, Miss Askren.
Yeah.
Drew, you're back.
But the echo
and
follows.
You're gone. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get him on the show. That's okay.
Yeah. Bad connection.
We'll figure something out.
But actually, you know what? I will confirm in a couple weeks whether or not that's true about the Apex situation. Because, I'll find out. Rob knows I'll find out. And you guys know what's up. So, but moving on outside the cage news. Verbally agreed. I guess it is going to indeed happen. The grudge match that we want, UFC 305 in Perth, Australia. Israel Adesanya, Dricus du Plessis. That for sure is a fight that has to happen, right? The time is now. Like Rudy, I know you want Strickland to get that title shot, or he's retiring, right? Like, what do you think, man?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much, man. He said he's not going to fight down, and I don't blame him. I think he deserves a title shot. I think it was close enough to to deserve a title shot. I mean, how rare is it that a guy who lost his belt doesn't get the chance to to get it back? It seems a little racist to me.
And there's a lot of race involved with those two gentlemen right there. So
yeah,
there is.
I think the UFC wants that matchup. Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to piss a lot of guys off, especially Sean Strickland. But when I heard about it being in Perth or so, I mean, that's where Sean Strickland went and earned the belt. And a lot of criticism towards Dricus winning the belt is like, you got to take it from the champion. In the eyes of a lot of fans, fighters, people that follow the sport, they don't believe that was the case. Strickland went in there and it took the Izzy for 5 rounds and absolutely just made it clear cut that he won. But I agree. I like to see Strickland get a shot at it, but we know that it's going to happen with Dricus. There's too much stuff, backstory. It's a grudge match, and it's probably like I don't know. Izzy winning the title for the 3rd time, probably the greatest middleweight of all time. He's right there. It's Silva, and it's Izzy.
I could see the UFC wanting to spin this as if whoever wins this fight, Strickland can fight that guy. But how long will he wait? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
true.
I don't think he'll wait, and then and then you got Whitaker and Chimaev. I mean, there's some amazing fights that they got lined up for the UFC Saudi card, which I do want to touch on some fight bookings as well too.
Ooh, man. Yeah, his echo.
Yeah, because I know they added Renat Fakhretdinov against Nicholas Dalby, and that's added to the UFC Saudi card. Solid matchup. Fakhretdinov's a low key killer. Dalby, I'm not picking against that guy anymore. It's happened to me before, and he screwed my never again. But I like that addition. That's probably like a prelim headliner or so right there. I like that fight.
Yep.
And they added, actually Nico Price and Jeremiah Wells was added to UFC 302 June 1st. So a lot of these fights are pretty much booked out till we're looking at August now, So we're like the time of year where possibly McGregor comes back. You never know. We know he's not fighting anytime sooner than. Well, no. I mean, that card is horrible. Already. Yeah. Well, you got to be a real fight fan and make that dedication.
I'm a real fight fan. I'm drinking it. I don't care, man, if I'm allergic to it.
What was the other one? Our boy Niteas Nicolau headlining Manal Kalp. That guy is snake bitten as ever, like his entire career.
I know, bro. I think is like the 7th fight in the UFC that's been called off for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he needs to go see like a medicine man or something. You know what I mean? Like,
he's got the voodoo curse.
Yeah, we should probably. Holy shit. I mean, it's April 27th, Rob. But if we could reach out, maybe get Mateos on. I know we had him on when he was, on the rise. He's always one fight away from the title. The guy's skill set, he's an unbelievable fighter out there, man. And against Alex Perez as a main event, I like the fight, and I may in fact try to attend that matchup. To be honest with you, yeah. So
I'll reach out to Mateos and see what's up.
Yeah, and there was one other matchup. Oh no, I wanted to mention Dominic Reyes too, because like Dominic Reyes had like a scary like health situation, but apparently he's good. He's good to go, and I know he's lined up to fight because Dominic Reyes, man, like he's pretty much out the door, but he had some very scary like a blood clot situation where this week he announced that he's good to go, clean bill of health. So Dominic Reyes, man, the devastator. I know he trains with Sam Alvey. That's Sam's boy. That's where I heard the news about it too as well. So. What else? Oh yeah, happy birthday to our boy Joey Angelo. I was talking to him the other day. I think he's in Hawaii right now with his wife. So
happy birthday!
Shout out to Joey, man.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Joey.
Yep. What else did I want to touch on, boys? Before we get to some non-fight related outside the cage news, which we've got some great stuff to talk about. You know what I mean?
You got some real great stuff, folks.
But anything you guys want to add to it that's out there in the world of combat sports that we haven't touched on? Because there's
yes, I do have to touch on possible appearance by me and Rudy in Fight Circus against Roy Nelson for a 2-on-1 match.
That's right.
It's a possibility.
Oh, that's right. Roy Nelson responded to Rudy's text. Huh?
He wants a contract, and he wants to know where and when. So. he's willing to take me and Mark Ambo Miller on, and Fight Circus
So,
agreed to host it. So
yeah.
Let's
That needs to
fucking
happen.
go.
you want to see
Get
me and Mark get knocked the
I
fuck
gotta get a
out by
passport though.
get that passport. Get that
by Big
passport,
Country Nelson. Yeah.
and let's
Yep.
get that
I faced
contract.
that before, so why not?
Let's get that contract and get Fight
Mhm.
Circus to get it set in stone, man. And we'll see Rudy and Mark.
I'm so getting my job
And
back,
have
but I
a-
don't care.
Hell yeah, man.
Smooth
and
Let's
Bob
diet.
Sapp
go.
as the guest referee. Yeah.
That's if you
Oh,
don't
bro,
die
that
from
would
this
be
first.
dope.
Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Also,
You
this
got
mystery
that?
tag part is fucking butterbean.
Do you have that tweet, Rudy, that you can share to the,
Oh
to
yeah,
the
I'll
audience
find
here?
I'll find it. Let's keep
Man.
moving on.
Good.
The grizzly bear, Roy Nelson himself. Yeah, hit up Luke Welling. Luke, if you're listening, I know you got that pool over there. Make it happen.
Yes,
It's time.
sir. Make it
It's
happen.
that time.
Make
Twilight
it
Zone
happen.
shit. Let's do it.
Oh, here we go.
But to some, or Rudy, you're queuing up the tweet. Some non-fight related outside the cage news. These are coming soon, probably, Rob. To
I got it. I
a
got it.
7. Okay. Yeah, so.
Oh, it's kind of hard to see.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is hard to see.
Yeah.
That's
Is
all
that
right.
the screenshot I sent?
Yeah,
Oh, shite.
it's your fault, Mark.
Sorry. Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
But Rob, these guys, they're probably coming to a 7-Eleven near you in your area of Albuquerque. But right now in North Carolina, they're implementing gas station canine units to keep people safe at a gas station because you're not just safe putting gas anymore, right? Fucked up world.
Because apparently
Bro.
humans can't keep other humans safe anymore. Because it's
Bro.
apparently racist to enforce a law. So let's just have dogs bite people. That's better.
There you go.
But Rob, I mean,
If they do
with
that,
Albuquerque,
if they do that
Yeah,
here in Albuquerque, bro, it's going to be a gold mine. Because you would have to
Man.
put a canine in every single gas station that's out there in Albuquerque.
Yo, can you hear us,
I
Drew?
mean,
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, much better. No echo.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Jeez.
Drew, welcome back to the show, man. I know you've been having trouble and issues with the connection, but it looks pretty good now. We can hear you good, no echo. The live stream is looking pretty well. Drew, you got some news for us, brother?
I got a lot of news. So obviously my last fight, unfortunately, about a week out, I twisted my ankle, so I wasn't able to fight in that fight. Turned out good for my opponent. He got a victory, right? So I have been going through about 2 weeks. I'll be back to regular camp, no restrictions. So
Nice.
that's the big thing. But I thought it was the strangest thing. The victory over that my opponent had gotten had catapulted me up the bare knuckle ranking systems. That was a shocker. Number 8 in the United States and number 12 in the world. And I look at it. I got a lot of trolls. Obviously, a lot of people like looking at it and saying, oh, that's crazy. One victory in bare knuckle, and you shot up the rankings. I say, yeah, man, stuff moves pretty fast in bare knuckle. It's not MMA. It's not boxing. It's something in between, and it's definitely my stuff.
Yeah, because I was reading the thread about your record, and this other dude, I don't want to butcher his name, but yeah, he was telling like, how is it that you're saying that you're this and that you're that, and with your MMA record and your body, it's like, dude, you can't compare, and you can't talk about an MMA record versus a boxing record versus a bare knuckle record. Those are all 3 different records, different style of sport. So you, Drew, are doing very well in the bare knuckle scene. It seems like that's your.
That's my niche.
Sorry, that's your home.
That is, you know, like I grew up fighting similar style, and then I went into the mixed martial arts world, and I felt I got humbled. I got humbled, and then I kept learning. I kept learning, and went into professional boxing. Obviously, taking crazy fights against monsters there, and the heavyweights, and I just kept learning. I knew that when they put me on my weight, and I fought at my weight, that I was going to come out and I was going to shine. I'm built for bare knuckle. I'm built to get inside. I'm built to have a fast paced round. I don't want to leave anything to the judges. I don't want a fight that's going to go to a decision. Like that is a great disappointment to everybody if it goes to the decision. Like we fighting to finish, and I think with this league in particular, I'm going to show everybody. I don't, be it whoever stands in front of me is going to find out that I am standing in front of you to throw at you, move at you as fast and hard as I could possibly go. And, it's going to happen. Like there in MMA, you don't have people like that. Like nobody moves at the pace that I'm set to move at. And I mean that. I'm not just, being egotistical. I remain humble. I'm going to move at a pace. I don't care if they put me in there against what is it? They wanted to bring up Josh Dreyer. He's like a little bit lower than me on the list, which I think he's like 3-2, and you got to look at it as this is a 185 list. He's jumped around a little bit. He's probably gotten a couple more losses. I'm technically undefeated at 185 because my other fight was at 205 in there. So I get it. The rankings are what the rankings are. I'm not letting it go over my head. I'm not letting it go under, but I'm definitely riding it while it's there.
Yeah, I mean, what do people expect you to say? They want you to be negative about yourself. I don't know about that, man.
It's all about, like, everybody tries to depict this picture about you, and if you let them paint the picture about you, then that's what it's going to be. Myself, I see myself, hey, if Josh Dreyer's the guy, if James Dennison is the guy, if Isaac Doodle's the guy, great. Please put me against those guys so I can actually show myself. So I can show myself to the world. So it's no dispute to anybody that I can beat a credible opponent. And after I beat that credible opponent, hey, Jami, Captain Deadpool, they're up there. They're going to be fighting for the vacated 185. Thank you, Juggernaut, for moving up in weight and giving us all a chance. Like, honestly, what? You're going to give me a path, a bunch of white guys to the title is how I feel, man. And I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, one thing I can tell you is you sound a little more fired up than you did the last time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta take my humble pie. You're right. I do.
No, dude.
You're fired up, and that's good, man.
Well, first off, too, I want to say, congratulations to Marcus. Like, he went in there, he won a fight that was absolutely not any way on planet Earth could that have been me, the opponent standing across from him. The gentleman that he fought jumped up. He's a regular 165-pound fighter. He jumped up 2 weight classes. Okay, he definitely wasn't on the level that Marcus was, but that's not taking anything against Marcus. Marcus went out there and he got a 28-second TKO.
Yep.
It was what it was. Guy could not. The lights were in his eyes and he couldn't stand on the stage. But kudos to him, and I hope to see Marcus Williamson back in there too, because he showed a lot of heart.
What'd you think of that main event?
The one with Davis and Wilson. I liked it. I think
this past one, Dodson versus Aguero.
Yeah, that was great. You got to make sure people know that though beforehand with that 6th round thing, because that was definitely a situation where you wanted to get the 6th round, and
exactly.
to find out afterwards, these rules should be unanimous through each state that we're going through. And I mean, you wrote the book on it. That's my opinion on it, though. I mean, I'm just
100% agree.
A little worker, be on it, but that was a great fight. I wouldn't want to be a judge in that, and wow, just it was a great fight.
I thought it was even. It deserved a sixth round. It should have been a sixth round.
That's if you are going to give the sixth round, you reward the sixth round. That's the type of fight that you want to see the sixth round on. Absolutely,
yes, sir.
Absolutely. You know, so that's I was very excited about that. Obviously, pretty sore that I didn't get to fight on the 15th. I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm not trying to, overinflate my ego and say, yeah, I'm ready to get back. But I know 2 weeks, that seems like the pathway that I'll be able to get back full restrictions or no restrictions in my training camp. I'm moving around now. I'm hitting this stuff again. It was very unfortunate, man. It definitely, I can let it like define me though, and I can say, hey, it is what it is, or I can just ride it off and on to the next one. Either they're going to put Marcus in front of me. They're going to put one of these guys in front of me. It doesn't matter. It just does not matter. I'm going to do my job.
Yeah, it must have been deflating to have to come to terms that, hey, your health is more important than a fight. A lot of guys, some guys, they go in there and say, fuck it, I'm going to fight with a messed up ankle.
I get that, and I get like a lot of people like coming at and saying, oh, you could have done it, you could, and you know what?
Nah.
I don't feel I could have. It was my lead foot. I wasn't putting any pressure down on it. It happened, a freak accident. I put it up for 2 days. I didn't want to get anybody excited about it. Went to the ER the next day. I asked my management. I asked everybody. I'm like, yo, is there any way I could put a split on this thing and get in there? They're like, nah, they're not going to jack that. They're not going to be with that. It is what it is. Now, I could have gone, maybe, right? Given an excuse. Maybe I shouldn't have went at all. I should keep my mouth shut, right? And go in there. But then I'm going to give something to somebody that didn't earn it. He didn't earn it. Like, he didn't beat me at my best. He didn't, that wouldn't have been fair. That wouldn't have been fair to me. That wouldn't have been fair to my family, my legacy, or anything that I'm trying to build in the bare knuckle community. But
and that's smart, man.
I haven't been, and you know what? I haven't been that smart with my past, bookings. And, we could say that, I take some fights like for the heavyweight in boxing for money or, for connections. But I'm more so for the experience. It's like, like I'm never going to face another like fighter that's, more, equipped or better than a Alexis Berry or a PJ McGee,
So would you say younger you would have taken the fight?
What for the I don't think, I don't know, man. I want to win, and I take this very, very seriously. I take this very seriously, and I don't ever want to make any excuses on anything, and it's not fair to, and I want to give the best me. There's no point fighting in my mind. Okay, there's no idea like that I'm going in there and then I could beat him this round and this round and this round. Right. No, I need to stop him every single round I go in there. I need to figure out a way to get the fuck out. That's and that's just my mind on it.
And Drew,
I do apologize to the people. Go ahead.
Oh, so I said, Drew, your weight class, April 27th. Mike Perry, Thiago Alves. What's your thoughts on that matchup?
175 or 185?
185.
Oh, because I knew he did his last one was at 170. He did at 175, right? With Eddie Alvarez. That was 75.
Yeah. Catch weight.
Okay, so he's doing 185. It's a dangerous fight for him, but I think Mike's really comfortable, man. I think he's very comfortable in there, and I think like myself, if the more calm you are, the better you're going to fight, and the more you're going to produce. And I think that like he's just one of those dudes. Like he remains calm, and he comes with that extra ultra violence. I'll whoop his ass though. Right? Well, we had to wait. We had to have that one, right?
Yeah, that's good. So,
right.
Drew, if you on the box record here that I'm looking at, you have James Dennis as number 7, and then you mentioned Joshua Dyer. obviously you want to fight James so you can keep climbing that ladder, right, and get it to the top 5.
I mean, I'm cool.
Who do you want to fight, man?
Honestly, you know who got me into this, man? Like Jami, man. I want Jami, like the Archangel Escobosa, man. I think he now that Lorenzo's not here, he's the man. He's the man. I think he's going to beat Captain Deadpool. I think that he is an elongated fighter, and I think that Styles makes fights. You know, I'm an inside fighter. He's an elongated fighter, and he's very crafty. He's very elusive, and he knows how to throw his hands. I have been a fan of his since he won the BYB title. That's something that I really want, and that's something that I'm shooting for. Not for the vanity of the title. Just you have the prop, you make the money. You know, you fight the guy, you make the money. So Jami, that's who I want to fight.
Nice, right on.
With all due respect to him, because he's the man right now.
Very true, very true. Well, Drew, time is running out, man. We are getting close to close out the show, brother. Thanks again, man, for jumping on and clearing out the air and what happened and why you couldn't fight, man, and who you want to fight next.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to get on.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, no worries, brother. This is why we do it live. Anybody you want to shout out, man? Go for it.
Obviously, Fightbook MMA. I love you guys. Sitting ringside. You guys are the greatest. You guys always, giving me the fair shake. Let the real out, but you give Hard Body the fair shake. My sponsors: Pizza Auto, Kenny Bull Fence, Creations on the Sea, my wife. Kraken Food Productions, Excelsior Entertainment, my guys from Horseman, the Hurt 'em Bad Boys, all my team, all my guys, coaches. I love you all. Sponsors, supporters. Thank you, my children, everybody. Thank you guys so much for continuing on with me. And this is only beginning, man. Like it's always the first day of the rest of our lives, and we're gonna rock and roll.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, dude, reach out to me again when you get that fight announced so that way we can get you back on, man.
All right, absolutely will. Hey, guys, thank you for having me.
Thanks,
Later, brother.
Appreciate you,
appreciate you, Drew.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan. Sorry about that echo.
Yeah.
Trying to get my question.
Awesome. I love Drew. He's such a good guy.
He seemed more fired up than he was last time.
Yeah,
he
he
said
did,
the last time,
man.
you're pretty chill, bro. You're like real calm. This time you seem more fired up. Like I can see why.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get to get your fight on. I'd be fired up too, man.
Hell yeah! So
Yeah,
we will fix this stream with him. We'll do a test run and.
But I tell you one thing, dude. You know who the most chill person we've ever had on the show was Kyle Nelson.
Right?
Like that dude was just like stone cold, straight face. They just.
I gotta get back on the show. I'm gonna message him and see if I can get him back on the show.
Is that a Canadian thing? Is that a Canadian thing, Mark?
Yeah, it is.
I've known a lot of Canadians that they seem very serious.
We are very serious.
They're nice people, but they're just very serious. It's like, bro, are you having a good time? Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're frowning.
Hey, but if Drew ends up,
Canadian.
The BKFC is in Albuquerque every 2 days, so maybe they can get an event booked and get him on an Albuquerque show. So, right?
Oh, hell yeah, yeah.
They're here every 4 days, right?
Yeah. So you know what? If Drew gets on a fight card here in Albuquerque, I'll go to the weigh-ins and I'll interview him there, and then we can stream that recording onto our show for that event.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they already got. They probably got 3 other Dodson fights lined up back to back 3 weeks in a row.
Right?
Probably.
Hey, so we were wrapping up the outside the cage news. I don't know, man. Do you guys have anything else?
Oh yeah, no, we
Yeah,
were talking gas
we're talking
station.
about gas stations.
Yeah, yeah. No, I want to touch on that for a second because I don't know if you could find the article, Rudy, but there's literally like a guy that's living the fucking vida loca, Grand Theft Auto style. Like they recently captured him in Albuquerque, but he's facing like 100 charges. Like he's robbing everybody at gunpoint, stealing cars, like straight up. Albuquerque is Grand Theft Auto 5, right, Rob?
It is. It is. Every single day there's
But
something going on. Always something going on.
like I don't know how they haven't somebody made a game that's just like Grand Theft Auto Burke Nights, you know, and then you could like fucking train.
Bookie nights.
Bro,
Like you
that
could
would
train
be
at
epic
Jackson
if they
Lee.
did.
Yeah, there's like a secret mission where you have to like go with John Jones and do some crazy shit downtown and shoot guns and fucking run people over, you know.
Do that. Grand Theft Auto Albuquerque.
There you go.
Shut up.
That's
No, it
great.
can't be.
I love
It
it.
ain't real.
Nah,
No, but
ain't
it's
real.
I seen it. I seen it the other day though on the KO18 news where they finally caught this dude, but he was straight up robbing everybody and they couldn't catch him because he was just stealing the next car. So it was literally fucking. He living la vida loca, Rob. Right?
I've
That's
It
actually
the
reminds me of the
fucking
GTA.
story,
definition.
dude.
It's awesome.
It reminds me of the story at
Dang.
you know, we at an old job. There was this guy who was always going into the guy's bathroom and flicking boogers on the on the wall, dude, and on the stalls, on everything, and just flicking boogers. So we started putting signs up like stop doing this, and then he started flicking boogers on the signs. We started calling. He was known as the Booger Bandit, right? So
The
we were,
Booger Bandit.
and this went on for like 6 months, bro. And we finally caught them on the. He was everyone in the office was like, dude, you remember, you go to the bathroom. If you see the Booger Bandit, you need to let us know. We're gonna catch this motherfucker, right? So he eluded us for 6 months, bro. There were signs all over the office, bro. If you've seen the Booger Bandit, and he would flick boogers on all of them, dude. It was so disgusting. But anyways, we found this guy, and I had to fire him. I was like, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And
Dude,
I was afraid that he was gonna flick boogers on my car or some shit.
you
That's so
should
gross.
you should
And
queue
these
up
were like the
the
biggest boogers you'd ever seen in your life, dude. Like blood boogers with like hair on them. Like, dude, what the fuck is coming out of your nose, bro?
Seriously.
And why are there so many boogers? Like we'll put a brand new sign on the stall and boogers same day, bro. Boogers, and it's like a lot of boogers. Like, bro, where are you getting all these boogers from? Booger Bandit.
The Booger Bandit.
What a
Anyway.
sick
Booger
man. What a
That's
sick.
like a big
That
book.
was way outside the cage.
Yeah.
That's
That should be a Mike
sick.
Perry video right there, man. You're the
was pretty
Booger
gross.
Man.
You're the Booger Man now.
Man, Mike Perry, CTE special. But yeah, no, that's a weird, wicked, twisted, fucked up person that did the job, Rudy, where you're at. Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, dude, that's disgusting, bro.
Nuts.
That's disgusting.
But
So, David, I see
I
that
haven't
you
even
put
grossed
here.
your story. I haven't even grossed a story if you guys want to hear it, but go ahead.
No. The Italian mayor is offering free goat.
yeah, there is a mayor. I forget the town it is, or I'll cue it up. It's the mayor of Alicudi. He's offering free goats to anyone who can capture the number of wild animals and transport them off the island. So he just wants goats out of there. So he's like, many goats as you want, take them.
Okay.
Well,
They're
this
they're
is
over.
this
Yeah,
is very bad. This is very bad, because there's another Italian island called Lampedusa that's been overrun by like everyone and their mothers, illegal immigrants everywhere all over. They outnumber that town by like 3-1 now. But anyways, yeah, this is not a big invitation for Mexicans to go and invade this island. They're gonna go and say, oh, there's unlimited cabrito. I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Hell
says that
yeah.
the mayor's name is Ricardo Gulo, and it says the island's goat population it grew to 6 times the human population. So he said anyone who emails a request to the local government and pays a simple $17 stamp fee can take as many goats as they wish, as long as they transport them.
Free goat for
Hold my
everyone.
beer, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the Mexicans are gonna go, bro. Mexicans, they hear free goat, free cabritos. You know how much a cabrito goes for down here? They're
Yeah,
expensive,
see?
dude.
Make some nice tacos out of them.
Yeah, but there's too many of them. Get them off the fucking island over there.
Yeah.
But the coolest story that I heard since we last done a show was 2 days ago, I believe. But definitely there's a fucking inner Earth ocean that was discovered. Rudy, cue up the article because the amount of water is 3 times the amount that's as our known ocean. So like, I mean, they recently just discovered that. Like, I mean, that's like, where did it come from? You know, like, where is it going? Where did it come from?
I don't know, guys, but if you
King
saw the new
Kong.
Godzilla, the King Kong
King
versus
Kong,
Godzilla movie,
bro.
this
Inner
is
Earth is
pretty much
dope.
it. Inner Earth.
Yep.
Look,
Yep.
huge ocean discovered inside Earth. Scientists probing the Earth's interior found a large reservoir of water equal to the volume of the Arctic Ocean beneath Eastern Asia. The left figure is a slice through the Earth, taken from the figure on the right, showing the annual whatever, dude. They found an ocean underneath Asia. That's probably why you didn't know about it, because it's underneath China. And let's be real here, China doesn't like us. The Beijing anomaly. But yeah, dude, if you saw the Godzilla King Kong movie, this is weird, bro. It's like they like to, they like to inject these types of things in movies, bro. They tell you what they're gonna do. I don't know if I believe this. This is weird. I don't know. But there's a lot of weird shit going on. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
I believe it. I believe there is an inner Earth. And we're just discovering so many species right now in these rural jungles, in these fucking the deep ocean, that we still don't know what's there. So I believe it. We do have an inner Earth.
Yeah, it's what do you call it? Flat Earth is fucking real. Right, I'm with.
Don't start the fire.
Bryce Mitchell.
Oh fuck no!
There's an ice wall, bro. There's an ice wall. Do you think there's an
there
ice
wall?
There
is an ice
I
wall.
believe that.
There is.
I believe the ice wall. Yeah.
And if you go over that ice wall,
I don't know if you've heard this, but I got to cue some music up for this one. But did you know that NASA is going to launch sounding rockets into the moon's shadow during the solar eclipse? They're named the Demon Serpent. That's kind of weird, bro. NASA is doing that. CERN, who is looking for the God particle, is firing up the Hadron Collider after 2 years. You know, they opened up a portal to hell like 15 years ago, the first time they opened it. They're based out of Geneva, Switzerland. It's a large Hadron Collider. They're firing it up at the same time that NASA's shooting 3 Serpent rockets into the fucking moon. Not only that, wait, it gets weirder. The U.S. government is declaring state of emergency across the country.
So is China. Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Canada too. Niagara Falls. China has warned their citizens to stay indoors on that day. Like, something's going on here, bro. I'm working from home on Monday. I'm keeping my kids home. I don't know, man. Something weird is going on, bro. I don't like it. I don't like CERN. I don't like NASA and their stupid rockets into
already. It's all weird here.
What are you talking about, bro?
And a lot of public schools, they're closing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're telling their kids to stay at home.
Right. Dude, I mean, look, Roberto, you're like 200 years old. How many eclipses have you been through? This is the first time. This is the first time that they've ever done something like that. Why?
It is.
And why the fuck are you launching 3 rockets into the shadow? And why are you turning on a Hadron Collider? It makes you wonder. And why are you giving away free fucking goats? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
And also,
aliens, bro. Aliens.
So you ain't gonna be able to get anywhere.
Aliens are gonna come down and introduce themselves. And they're going to introduce their colony.
They're already here. They already did introduce themselves.
Yeah, but they're going to actually show up.
They have.
It's probing time.
I know they're here.
Ask GFP. Ask GSP.
No, but adding to that though, which makes things a little bit more strange too.
The aliens told me so.
Shh.
No, the White House has directed NASA to create time zone for the moon, so there's moon time.
Oh, Get this too, dude. Get this too. They just awarded a defense contract to Raytheon to build it, and I'm talking billions of dollars, bro. Billions of dollars to build a railroad track for a train station on the fucking moon. On the moon, bro. Like
what?
You're not allowed to have free healthcare, but we can give Raytheon billions of dollars to build a train on the fucking moon. Come
God
on,
bless
dude.
America, right?
What is going on? Yeah, bro. This country is freaking ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
I
Anyways,
guess that means I need to put in my application with that then, right? To probably get in on that.
Yeah, bro.
So,
David, you're going to the moon, bro.
You're going to the moon, or you're going to do the podcast on the moon.
There you go.
First podcast ever from the moon.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. And whenever they just decide they want to do moon time, I'm running on pure moon time. Fuck the day savings time. It's moon shit going on here on out.
Hey, we went off the rails on this, dude. I don't know if we'll be back. This may be our last show. This may be the last time anybody gets to see us.
Last time, bro.
Yeah.
Because on Monday, I'm telling you, the shit's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm calling into work after everything we discussed
I'm gonna
here.
call into work too.
I don't know.
Bro. And then on top of that, now we got like bird flu jumping to cows and from cows to humans now, bro. And yesterday they were like, oh, there's nothing to worry about. And then today I'm seeing articles. Oh yeah, the disease has jumped to 7 states now. And the scientists are warning that this is going to be, potentially 100 times worse than COVID.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
really?
my God, dude.
Are you really buying that shit? It's election year. You're going to buy that shit again? I don't think so, folks. I don't think so, Tim. Do not comply.
Yeah. Well, to close we've already touched on some crazy stuff.
We're going way off the rails,
we got like 5 minutes left on the show.
we could go into OT. We had some problems.
No, I was going to mention too. Speaking of it's an election year, of course. So crazy shit like this, we kind of seen this coming. People that are, last time around it was COVID. Really, like you were mentioning, there's stuff that's supposed to be worse than COVID. We got the eclipse, the fucking moon time. Like we never knew. But I want to mention too, like Kennedy. No, Robert Kennedy Jr. or the RFK Jr. Did you guys know that he was actually thinking of selecting Aaron Rodgers as like a vice presidential candidate? Did you guys know about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Green Bay.
Instead he picked some ultra left-wing liberal psychopath who was married to Yuri Brezmanov and some other rich dude. She married a dude and she divorced him in like 28 days. Like this lady is a psycho, bro. I probably shouldn't be saying that because she could destroy me. But whatever, bring it on, bitch.
No, bring it on. It was supposed to be Aaron Rodgers or Jesse Ventura were potential candidates. Like you guys know who Jesse Ventura is, but like RFK definitely ain't winning the president's. We know it's the orange man. It's Trump power against Biden, and who the fuck's voting for Biden? Like, come on. Like,
dead people.
Yeah, like last time. That's it. That wraps up Outside the Cage news. Right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
we need to start a podcast of just bullshitting like this.
We do.
UFC Vegas, is it 79? UFC Vegas 79 or 80?
90.
Or 90. Shit, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's UFC on ESPN Plus 98. But I don't know what it is. UFC Vegas.
Yeah, that's not it. It's UFC Vegas, bro. Look, I'll tell you right now. Oh, I thought I could tell you right now. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure it's UFC Vegas 70. I think. Shit. Well, I gotta find out.
UFC Atlantic City. No, UFC Atlantic City is pretty much UFC 300 compared to this card, right? Like I said. So please.
No, it is 90. It is 90. It's 90. UFC Vegas 90.
UFC Vegas 90.
Brendan Allen versus Curtis Blades 2. I don't know,
Chris
man.
Curtis.
Yeah, Chris Curtis. Did I say Chris Curtis or Curtis Blades? I said Curtis
Curtis
Blades.
Curtis
Didn't I?
Blades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Allen would be dead. So yeah, Brendan Allen
Allen-
versus Chris
Allen.
Curtis too. They fought before. Chris Curtis won that matchup. What do you guys think about the poster?
It's not horrible. I like the colors. They're all right.
Almost
It's all
mama
right, man.
colors.
I'll give
Yeah,
it
it's okay.
6.
It's all right.
I've always
at
liked the
6.9.
high def, the high res face-offs. I like those.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The lettering's a little
giving
weird.
it a 5.
6.9.
I'll
I'll give it 6.9.
I'll give it a 5.
It's a lazy 5.1.
I give it the highest rating, 6.9. Really? Damn it! Oh well.
But I mean, we could run through the prelims, and there actually is some decent fights on here. But starting off from the first fight of the night, Melissa Tanya Mullins against Nora Cannoli. Do we care?
Holy cannoli!
No, sandwich fight of the night. I'm going with cannoli just so I can say, holy cannoli!
Holy cannoli!
Yeah. Yeah, don't care. You know, I'm gonna.
I don't know, bro. She's a hard underdog, plus 260, but she's out of France. So I'm assuming she trains with Manon Fiorot. I'm gonna go with holy cannoli.
Yeah, I think she does. Yeah, just flip a fucking water bottle, if you know what I mean, or what's the guru? It's a mayonnaise bottle, right?
Flip a prime energy bottle,
bro.
Yeah. Flip a bottle of Prime while you're at it. Drink some Prime.
There you go.
So 6-0 against a 7-1-0, minus 330 favorite against a plus 260 underdog. Yeah. I don't know much about these no mess and wonder whatever, dude. I'm gonna go with the underdog.
Next fight up, middleweight action. Dylan Budka, Cesar Almeida. Cesar Almeida does have a win over the current champion. Man, I mean, the guy's a kickboxer. Dylan Budka, if he's able to get takedowns, if this is a kickboxing matchup, Almeida all day. But I'm going to pick Dylan Budka. Yep. But if he gets some takedowns, I think Almeida is pretty vulnerable there. And yeah, he does have the quality win over Pereira. But that was many moons ago. Dylan Budka.
Yeah, they're both coming off fresh off their wins from the Contender Series, 7-2-0 against a 4-0, minus 165 favorite for Budka. Almeida is a plus 140 underdog. This is kind of a pick'ems fight, but I'm going to go with the favorite Dylan Budka, the mindless Hulk.
Yep. Moving on to prelims, bantamweight action. Gene Matsumoto versus Dan Argueta. What's the character off the American Dad? The guy in the wheelchair.
Oh, I forget his name, dude, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's Dan Argueta. But yeah, I mean, Matsumoto is like kind of a tiny little guy for the weight class too. I think he's like the smallest guy at 5'5", 14-0. Dan Argueta, we know what he goes in there. His bread and butter is to grapple and to wrestle. Yep. His striking is pretty shitty. And last time around, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Dan Argueta seems like a safe pick here. But Gene Matsumoto is dangerous, man. Submission threats. If it goes to a decision, I could easily see Argueta getting edging it out. But I'm gonna pick Gene Matsumoto by some type of submission and gets a clean win.
Yep. Round 2 submission win.
You think he's gonna get a sub? I don't know, man. I think Dan Argueta's
dude,
a hard
look
guy
at it.
to
Look at his wins in LFA, man. And then on Fight Pro.
Most of his wins are by decision, bro. Let's be real here. I'm gonna go Matsumoto decision. Matsumoto decision. Dan Argueta, he's no slouch, bro. He's been in the game for a while. Plus 165 underdog.
Decision.
Minus 205 favorite for Matsumoto. I'm going Matsumoto by decision.
I'm going by no contest. The trend continues. Two no contests in a row for Dan Argueta.
I've never seen that losing streak, right? God damn.
We got a pink slip up on our sleeve here with the next fight.
Pink slip fight, potential sandwich fight of the night. Cynthia Calvillo, 9-6-1 plus 130 underdog. I don't know how it's so close. To Piera Rodriguez lost her last fight, minus 155 favorite. Dude, I'm gonna go with a favorite. I mean, she lost her last fight against Julian Robertson by submission.
I'm going.
Cynthia Calvillo doesn't really, she doesn't really offer anything on the feet or on the ground. She's just kind of endurance.
She's gonna lose, bro, by decision, and she's gonna get that pink slip finally.
Fight of the night.
5
Pink slip
fights
fight.
lost in a row, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what he has dirt on fucking Sean Shelby or something. Stay in there, you know. But I'm going for Rodriguez based on her last name Rodriguez because I know Calvillo at 115 just never lived up to the hype. Quality opponent. She's fought some of the toughest ladies, but pink slip time. Pierre gets the job done.
Pink slips.
Moving on, men's bantamweight action. Victor Hugo against Pedro Falcao, and it's Brazilian on Brazilian crime.
Yep. It's gonna be a good
Making
one.
their
I'm-
UFC debuts. Both are making their UFC debuts. Fought in the Contender Series.
Yeah,
And
both
these guys have
guys
had
are
a lot
like
of fights, bro. A
They
lot of
have,
fights.
finishers.
man, a
They're
lot,
31
bro.
years. They're both 31 years old. Pedro Falcao is 16-3-1. Victor Hugo's 24-4-0. You know, I don't see any fight odds on this yet. I'm pretty sure if I go into the betting slips, I can see it. But
I got Victor Hugo, man, winning in the 3rd round KO, dude.
Yeah, they just added this bout too. I think that's why, Rudy. But
that's
I
why,
like
dude.
Hugo.
Yeah, I don't even see it on the bet slips.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, both sides, they've got some like early stoppages. You know, Falco's got some first, second round stoppages. Hugo, of course, these guys are Brazilian, so there's the threat there. I think this is an exciting fight, low key, very low key. Like where it's placed on the card, it could be an action fight, but Brazilian crime. You know, here I'm going with Victor Hugo by finish.
Same here, dude. 2nd round TKO.
Yep.
Yeah. And moving on to prelims, women's bantamweight action. Norma Dumont against Germaine. I had no idea she still fought in the UFC.
Wow.
Jermaine Durandamy.
Let's go, the
She
Iron Lady.
She recently had a kid too, right?
Yep.
I thought she was never ever coming back, but Norma Dumont. I mean, Durandamy. Her last win was really good though. Didn't she submit the champion?
Yeah, Juliana Pena. That was 3.5 years ago, man. She's coming in 10-4-0 plus 165 underdog to Norma Dumont, who's won her last 3 minus 200 favorite. Yeah, I think age is kind of a factor, and the fact that she just had a kid. I don't know, man. Fighting a 33-year-old who's on a come up, 3-fight win streak, it doesn't look good for Enemy. I mean, if anyone could do it, it's her.
Yeah.
But I just don't think she has anymore, bro. 3.5 years. Come on.
Norma Dumont by decision.
I mean, when have you seen a fighter come back from such a long layoff and excel? You know,
Mackenzie
it's
Dern.
rare. It's rare.
John Jones.
Yeah, John Jones is the exception. John Jones is the exception.
Yeah, he's an exception. Okay.
It's rare. But Norma very rare, bro.
Yeah, I got Norma.
Let's put it this way. When's the last time you seen a woman do that?
Ooh,
Mackenzie Dern.
No, not Dern. Holly Holm, right? No, never mind. She fights like 3 times a year still, even at her age. So, but yeah, Norma Dumont by sandwich decision.
Sandwich decision, bro. Next fight.
This is the Junkyard Dog meets or kind of not old versus new, but these guys are Junkyard Dogs at 170. Court McGee previously was a very solid gatekeeper Junkyard Dog, and he was like nobody could put him out, and then recently he was getting knocked out. The fight with Carlos Condit was a fucking war. Alex Morono, man. Yeah, I mean, those fights are legit. That was the ultimate Junkyard battle against Matt Brown. But Alex Morono, I think in this fight, he's probably just going to be more active, land more strikes. Court McGee, I don't know. I don't see him getting knocked out here, but Alex Morono has kind of has done that. When I picked him in a decision, he goes out there and finishes. I like Morono in the fight.
Submission round 3, Morono.
Me too, bro. 23-9-0. Alex Morono, the Great White, minus 300 favorite, plus 240 underdog for Court McGee. The Crusher lost his last 2 fights, getting kind of chinny, getting up there in age at 39 years old. I don't see him winning this fight, bro. I think it's going to be decision. And like you said, bro, every time I've picked Morono for decision, he comes out and chins a dude, and this may be one of those nights. And it's very prospect, dude. Good prospect, man.
Dude, and he's on, like my famous words, he's on a teeter-totter.
He's on a teeter-totter, bro.
His next is a victory.
Yeah, no, McGee's on his way to BKFC. I'm predicting it now somehow.
PFL. XFL.
He's
No, not XFL.
He's Mike Perry.
W.
No, he's going to be on Bellator 2.
XMMA.
He's Mike Perry's opponent by the fall, predicting it.
Oh Jesus!
I predict him being in card jitsu.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to JT Tilly.
Basketball.
Card-jitsu and what do you call it? Is tire wrestling's on ESPN. Shout out to JT Tilly.
Yeah, they're on ESPN. So JT Tilly, congratulations, brother.
Yeah, cancel cornhole completely from like ever, and let's put card-jitsu and tire wrestling take the place of cornhole because fuck that sport.
Hell yeah,
sport.
Dude, I remember I said that we should do some sort of full contact cornhole.
No, I don't know. I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah,
cornhole boxing.
Full contact cornhole.
Kung Fu cornhole.
Kung Fu cornhole? Jesus Christ.
No, bro.
Gotta wear the
kicking off the main card, 155 action, Trevor Peak against Charlie Campbell. Not gonna lie, I don't really care about this fight. It's probably gonna be some crazy I mean, it's kicking off the main card. They're expecting these guys to deliver. Siding with Trevor Peak, but Charlie Campbell is a guy out of Longo's camp, so
yep.
It's a close one, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Charlie Campbell, bro. 8-2-0 minus 225 favorite, riding high with Team Longo. You know, plus 185 underdog for Trevor Peak. You know, he came out looking like he was going to be a killer, dude, when he first hit the scene. But then he fought Chepe Mariscal. Our boy Chepe took him to a unanimous decision. Mohamed Yaha took him to a unanimous decision. And it kind of showed that this dude has a gas tank that really doesn't work well with him.
Yeah, dude.
I think Charlie
Campbell's Campbell, bro.
Yeah, Charlie Campbell's he's gonna chin him, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, they're way out there in rankings, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Campbell in the matchup. But kicking off the main card, hopefully it is a great, entertaining matchup. So, moving on the main card, the big boys, Lucas Brzezinski, he's fighting for his job, and he's fighting Johnny Walker's little big brother, and Walter
Walker.
Yeah.
Looks like Gilbert. He looks like our boy Gilbert, bro.
Yeah, Gilbert's in the chat too.
No, Walter Walker is enormous too. He's fucking like bigger than Johnny Walker. He's heavyweight and he moves like Johnny Walker. So
6'6", with an 81-inch reach advantage, bro. 11-0, 350 favorite, minus 350 favorite. Lucas Brzezinski is plus 280 underdog. It should be even more, dude. He hasn't won a fight since, almost as long as Jermaine Duramini. It's 3 years and 9 months. Three losses in a row. This dude is gonna get chinned. He's going in there. He's fighting for his job, and we've seen a couple fighters actually do good with their backs against the wall, but I don't see this happening, man.
Recently.
Bro, Walter's fucking steamroll him in the first round, dude.
Yeah, it actually does show Walker training out of Russia, so I don't know if he's like training with Steven Seagal or something, but he's Brazilian. You know what I mean?
That's a lock of the night for me, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah, for sure. Moving on the main card, Ignacio Bahamondes against Christos Giagos, lightweight action. And Ignacio Bahamondes, man, like every time I pick him, he loses. He's a Gicta. I'm going to pick him here again, and he's probably going to let me down. But I got Bahamondes. I can't pick Giagos in the matchup.
Yeah, I got to go with the Ignacio Bahamondes, minus 345 favorite. 14-5-0 going against Christos Giagos. They both lost their last fights. Giagos is a plus 270 underdog, 20-11-0. This guy's got a lot of fights. He's 34 years old. I think that has a lot of wear and tear, bro. But I'm going to go with my old coach, Valley Flow Striking Academy out of Chicago, Illinois. Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he's going to win this fight. It's probably going to be a unanimous decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving on the main card, we have 145 action Chepin against Morgan Chari. And, man, I mean, where they're ranked at in featherweight, like Mariscal, I guess that fight with Jack Jenkins, it's a fluke, man. Like, I I don't know. I can't pick him. Mariscal's kind of annoying, and I want to see Morgan Chuddy go out there and do good. You know what I mean? Because
That's
man,
our
like,
boy Chepe, man.
He's like, that's your boy, not mine. Nah, man.
no, I think
Mariscal,
Morgan.
he's
Morgan Chuddy's a finisher though. He's got plenty of first round finishes, so I think he could probably get the job done early. Chepe, I'm not sold on like all the hype. Our boy Steve Garcia ragdolled him in LFA, and he hasn't showed me anything, good. That Jack Jenkins fight's his best fight, and it was a fluke. Morgan Chuddy.
yeah, Morgan. A lot of people agree with you. Morgan Chuddy, 19-9-1, coming out of France, minus 155 favorite. Won his last 4 fights against Chepe Mariscal, 15-6-0. He's used to coming in as an underdog. He's been the underdog ever since he came into the UFC. He took his first fight on short notice, coming in up against Trevor Peek, someone we just talked about, and he gassed him out, bro. And I think that's the same thing's going to happen with the Morgan Chuddy. They just keep disrespecting this dude. I think Chepe Mariscal is going to win this fight by decision.
Yeah.
I'm going with the dog. That's my dog
Me
lock.
too. Me too.
Not me.
Next.
Co-main event of the evening: Alex Hernandez against Damon, the Yellow Bastard Jackson, and it's crazy that these two guys are co-main event in a card. Like, I mean, how did this end up as a co-main?
If Damon loses, it's over.
Well, anytime we pick, I mean, this is the parlay breaker of the night. Like, you might have a perfect fucking card leading into the co-main. This is where you lose your ass on this fucking fight right here.
Yep.
Co-main.
Yep.
And I don't.
Rudy.
Oh man, I'm gonna fucking be the Yellow Bastard for Halloween one of these years. But.
So Alexander the Great, Ape Hernandez. I don't know why he changed his name. Minus 200 favorite, lost his last fight. Damon Jackson lost his last 2, plus 165 underdog. 35-year-old going up against 31. I don't know, man. I think Hernandez is going to win. I'd like to see Damon win, but I remember he came out on a tear. Like after his brother died, he came out and started winning fights, and a lot of potential, man, for this dude.
Yep.
And then he just fell off. He lost to Dan Ige, Billy Quarantillo. So I don't know, man. I don't think he wins this fight. I think it's going to be a decision win. Yep. Alexander's just going to be a little more active, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he Damon Jackson came out like at his debut is against like Taporia or something like that. So he's been through like the meat grinder, but his best wins, I mean, I don't know, man. Like he's a bit chinny too. Hernandez is a wild man, and he usually has a very tough first round for anybody he's fought. And like you said, it could lead to a decision where if he outlasts, the first round and a half, it could be up to the cardio. And I don't know, man. I can't trust Damon Jackson in the fight. The Leech, Yellow Bastard, both these guys are gifters, in my opinion. I just wanted
to correct you, bro. That his first time on the scene was here in this movie, Sin City.
Yeah. Yeah, Hernandez, I'm not sold on. I mean, this is like, that makes no sense as a co-main. It's what the UFC has out there. Like they're running out of fucking everybody, right?
Dude, just like what Mark Hunt posted, come August, the UFC is going to crumble.
No. Yeah, right, dude. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
We shall see. But the main event of the evening, Brendan Allen rematch against Chris Curtis. And Brendan Allen has a lot to lose here. Chris Curtis taking the fight on short notice. I think the first time they fought, Curtis took it on short notice. I think Brendan Allen was supposed to fight Roman Dolidze. But Curtis, man, I mean, he was busted up. His eye was, Brendan Allen had a kick arsenal to open the fight up. He was really looking sharp, and that was several years ago. I think Brendan Allen has made, leaps and bounds improvements. And Chris Curtis is a guy where I don't know if the fight goes to the ground. I've heard Brendan Allen's, the media for the week, and I think if he does the fight to the ground, it's going to be brutal. He ends the fight. Chris Curtis has got a chance, but absolutely not in the grappling and the wrestling. I'm taking Brendan Allen by first submission.
Yep.
Yeah, so Brendan Allen, a minus 200 favorite, 23-5-0 going against Chris Curtis. Short notice fight for Chris Curtis, plus 165 underdog. 36-year-old Chris Curtis, the action man. Do you think he has enough to put Brendan Allen away? I don't know. I'm going
No.
all in on Brendan Allen.
Yep.
Just the
Allen
last
by
couple of fights
submission.
that he's had, you just see him constantly improving. Chris has improved, but he's kind of stayed in the same spot. I don't know. It's because of the guys they give him. I don't know, man. I'm not making excuses for the dude, but he just seems to have some bad luck.
Yeah,
And I think that there's going to be a little bit more bad luck going in, on Saturday night. I'm going Brendan Allen with a club and sub submission second round.
I got it on the 4th round.
Same here, Berto. Allen, 4th round submission.
Allen submission 4th. Yep.
But what kind of submission though?
Guillotine.
Yeah, rear naked
I
first
got
round.
I'm choosing a Durst.
No, I'm gonna say rear naked.
I'm going with the double cheek pump.
Or what did he wear that shirt, right? The cheek clapper, right, Rudy? Is that what you're
He
talking
wore the
about?
shirt, the cheek clapper. They asked him about that too. It was funny, dude.
That's hilarious, bro.
The interviews that they had, the questions that they had from the crowd, they were just like, really? These are the questions you're going to ask these guys. So tell us about your shirt. What does it mean? Well, what the fuck do you think it means?
Exactly.
The cheek clapper. I'm here to chat. I'm here to clap cheeks.
Yeah,
Well, what does that mean?
What do you think it means?
You know what? Why don't you pull down your pants and I'm going to show you what it means.
Oh my god!
If you want to hear some real awesome questions, go to our YouTube channel and listen to our boy Anik Subramanian for the PFL. Awesome questions that he asked for these fighters.
Speaking of which, they had an event tonight. I didn't even know, bro. They didn't even really market it that well.
No, they kind of did. They kind of did, but not.
They kind of didn't.
Like
I know a lot of people that are just like, "What? The PFL's on right now? Let me check it out."
That was on tomorrow.
Yeah. No,
yeah, that's what I thought too. It's weird, but whatever. We're talking about it, so.
But about media, though, I mean, we got people. Dana White's granting interviews to people who don't know he's Dana White. They think he's Joe Rogan, so that's how bad.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I would never do that.
Dana White needs to jump on our show and see what a real podcast is.
Next time I'm on Joe Rogan's show, I'm gonna call him Dana White.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll see Dana White here in a couple weeks. Personal meeting lined up.
Let's talk about this flavor, though, man. Squirt with cherry limeade.
Gross.
Gross. I'd be ass to drink that shit.
All right, guys. Well, that's our show for tonight. Thank you, Drew Nolan, for jumping on and telling us what is happening right now in your life. And I hope that we can get some fight announcement after your training, and that way we can get you on. And if you're here in Albuquerque, I got you, bro. Shout out to everybody that's watching and or listening. Really do appreciate your support. And other than that, David, you know what to do, brother.
Yeah, another one in the books, episode 208. Hopefully it's not the last time you guys see us, period, in history. If you got jobs on Monday, you might want to call in. I mean, yeah, you just never know. But for all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, you know where it is. It's fightbookmma.com. For all our previous episodes, wherever you get your podcasts, go to your podcast platform of choice. Type in Fightbook MMA, sitting ringside. Catch all our previous content there. But for myself, Dave Rodriguez, Mark Ambry Miller up north, Rudy Lara down south, producer at hand, and El Jefe the boss, Roberto Villa. We are out. Episode 208. Enjoy the fights. Peace.